Hello, welcome to No Rest for the Vivid podcast. I am Claire Hill, self-belief and business coach, helping you with business, productivity and mindset tools to believe that anything is possible, sharing the stories of facing the fear and doing it anyway. Woo woo. Oh, tech has wound me up this morning. I'm going to be honest. I'm recording this and I had a podcast interview booked in this morning. Oh, I was so excited about it. And just tech just didn't work for me. And I'm just frustrated. But this is business, my love. I I wanted to remind myself of how far I have come. This is not what the podcast is about today, by the way. Today, I'm going to share with you how I visualize money in my head to help you with like money mindset. But today, I wanted to remember, and I think it's really important for us all to do this. Remember about how far we've come. And I remember a really significant point where I felt really scared. This was before my interview with Tracy Litt. If you haven't listened to that interview yet, go and listen to it. It's phenomenal. But that kind of I don't know, just like the feeling of how scared you can be and how courageous you can be at the same time. That wonderful paradox, and that fear doesn't even matter. Anyway, I just needed to sort of today just remember how far I've come. And I remember leaving this voice note at this period when I was really scared. I just changed up the product-based business. I'd pivoted slightly in that business and had been coaching for about a year. Vivid Business Club was about 6 months old. And I voice noted him. I just had too much on my plate probably. And I thought, I really need to listen to that voice note. So listen to it. It was exactly 2 years ago that I felt like that. Now, I'm not being funny, but I'm going to go back to this whole November thing that I've got going on. I don't know. Tell me if this resonates with you. But November to me, I just can't operate in November. I don't know. I need to go to Thailand in November next year. No, I'm doing all right actually. I feel fine. I feel good today. But I think it just makes things feel heavier. So anyway, we're halfway through, so we're nearly there. But yeah, it was 2 years ago, and on like what I was going through, and you know what? All of the fear I felt at that point, it was all fine. Everything is always okay. So just going to give you that little bit of confidence. Today, I want to share with you how I see money. I shared this with one of my clients last week. I don't know why I haven't spoken about this. I think this is because I probably haven't shared it because I thought it was a bit silly, but it is pretty magical and quite like, I want to say whimsical, but it's not whimsical. It's like whimsical. It's like Beyonce with a sprinkle of Disney power. Of how I visualize money, and it makes me look after it. It makes me not bury my head. It enables me. I'm really sorry if you're watching on YouTube. A tiny bit of fluff has just gone in my mouth. I just need to when I'm oh, it's still there. Just go out a shot. Okay. Do apologise. I think it might still be there, but I'm just going to swallow it. Anyway, so this is how I see money, and it encourages me to do my weekly cash flow, know exactly what's going on in my business finances, exactly what's going on in my personal finances. I am, as my client said, very intimate with my money, and I am, and I love it. I love money. I love money, and this is why. Okay, so I imagine every single penny as like little characters, like little people. And I imagine them all with little personalities. A little bit like the Doughboys in Ghostbusters, you know, like the little mini Doughboys. And they're just so cute. Like all of these pennies, and the pennies, like sometimes they become pounds, but they're still squidgy and gorgeous because they're all round little characters. And I imagine all of the pennies and pounds and stuff to be like that. And every single penny needs looking after. They're like, just, I suppose, like, not my family. Like, I suppose I think of as my penny children, my little penny children. And I like to breed the penny children. Now I know why I haven't shared this before, because as I'm saying, it does, but doesn't it sound fun? Isn't it? So all of the penny children are all together and they really want to, that they need to be looked after. And they're children, they're not adults, they don't know what they're doing for themselves. They're just bouncing about with all this energy, and they just like, they're like puppies, puppy children. Maybe puppies would be better, because dogs just love you for anything. Like, you walk out, I walk out, Skylar is happy to see me every single day. Like, dogs are just the best, aren't they? Khaleesi the cat, not so much. So maybe puppies or children, whatever you fancy, okay? But they can't be looked up. They can't just be left to their own devices. My penny children can't just be left, because they need looking after. They need taking care of. They need boundaries. They need purpose. Otherwise, they get bored and start being a bit destructive, right? So every single penny that comes into my business and goes out of my business has a purpose. Now, some of my pennies I put in pots. So I've got a pot for piss up the wall pot, or the dream pot. We've got two. We've got piss up the wall pot and we've got a dream pot. And those pots, we put money in. So one goes towards our dreams and one goes towards our pissing up the wall. Like, if we just want to get a kebab on a Tuesday night, then we do, because we can, right? Piss up the wall pot. Then we've got savings for Jackson that we put away every month. And that is not his like big savings. We've got another pot for that. This is like school shoes, school uniform, clothes, Christmas, birthday parties, days out, climbing frame, like stuff for him, just for him, so that he has the best childhood ever, right? So that's that. Then he's got his savings. So I love the pots. Then we have a shopping account where I put money in. I've worked out how much we can live as a family per day, including petrol. When I say, I love money, right? I love maths as well. But so I've worked out over, now this will be each to their own, and it might be that my figure is not the same as yours. I can live incredibly well in my family on £25 a day. Incredibly well. We don't really drive that much. I've got the car back because my husband's bought a motorbike, and motorbikes use hardly any fuel. They're like really efficient. So I don't really fill the car up because I'm at home. I'm here. So we don't need to spend much money on that. And £25 a day, like, we eat like kings with £25 a day. But there is just me and my husband and my son. So dog and cat food comes out of that, and cat litter as well. But shopping and all Amazon as well. Some weeks are more expensive than others, but on average, we spend about £25 a day, which I think is, actually thinking about it, it's not really that much money, is it? But what I do is move each week, each 7 days, into that account from our shopping, our joint account. Joint account is just bills, nothing else. Or we've also got an emergency pot. So also got a pot that we put into for emergencies. So if something's gone wrong with a car, get a leak or something, I don't know, that goes there. So that's that. So they're on my pots and my shopping pot. I move money every day, but every single month we will go on the day that my husband gets paid. I pay myself on the 10th of every month, and he gets paid on the 25th. I don't know why we've done it like that. I used to pay myself on the 25th, but I just prefer the 10th now. So that's what I do. I pay myself on the 10th, and he gets paid on the 25th, and I sit down with all of the budget of how much money's come in, which is basically the same every month anyway. But sometimes if I've had a really cash rich month, I might put a little bit extra in, take a bit more dividends, because it's my business, I can do what I like. And then as long as I've obviously got the profit there and the tax and all that, I'm not taking too much. We make sure we can cover our expenses. I've also got a sheet where I track what comes in with monthly revenue every day. And so, because I've got quite a lot of recurring revenue that comes in across my business. So I track when that comes in, as well as the expenses going out of the business. So I can track where I am on profit I do that once a week, and I do it every day, but I know what's coming in every day. Another thing. So all of my lovely pennies are being looked after. We pay the bills. And have I missed anything with that? If you've got any specific questions, ask me. Put them in the comments. Send me an email, beliefteam@clarehill.uk, and I can answer them in a mini podcast. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because my client said, I really want to know more about how you think about money. So this is why I'm sharing it. There was something else that I wanted to say, but it's gone out of my head. So we'll leave that. Pots, money. No, that's it. So I see every single penny as a cute little child that needs to be looked after. Or you can think of a cute little puppy. They need purpose. They need structure. They need boundaries, right? Okay. And then if I want to invest, so sometimes I put things on credit cards because it makes sense to, protection and stuff like that, or cash flow. I just need to move things about a little bit because I'm a business. This is what businesses do. They move cash flow around. I will invest and I'll put stuff on. Now, when I invest it, did you notice I'm not saying go into debt? Right? I'm investing. I'm invested in my brain. I'm investing in my heart. I'm investing in my people, in my team. I'm investing. I'm putting good into it. By the way, I just want to say, I know Elon Musk, things have gone a bit skew. I'm really glad I didn't sell my Tesla shares, by the way. Anyway, if you're up to date with shares, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or the stock, sorry. Elon Musk borrows all of his money and he just moves it all about. So just saying. Anyway, I imagine when I take an investment out or put an investment into something, I'm blowing up a golden bubble. Okay. And I literally, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see I'm literally like, and I pretend, I know it's silly, but I pretend I'm like, and I blow these golden bubbles of investment up. Okay. And they're beautiful. They're like golden in my head. They're golden spheres filled with glitter. They look luxurious and valuable and precious. Okay. When I pay that off, I pop the bubble and then glitter falls. And then it's like, just lovely feeling. So I've got all of those investments. I value the investments I've made. I value the memories I've made. If say like we put part of our holiday on the credit card because you've got to protect yourself, atoll and all of that stuff. Those beautiful memories are there. I know not everybody likes the idea of credit cards and stuff like that, but it really doesn't bother me because when I invest in something, if I am scared about not being able to pay it, that means I have not got my back in my ability to make money. So that's how I see investing, especially if I'm investing in coaching and training. But I pay it off. So I feel like if you don't think you can pay it, or you don't think that you're going to increase your monthly revenue because of that investment, then you're not backing yourself. You're saying basically you're going to invest in something you believe in. You don't want to invest in something you believe in because you don't think you're going to follow through. So as soon as I think that, I'm like, what am I saying to myself if I don't invest in coaching or training? If I have to, I've invested a lot of money in coaching and training. So I'm not I'm saying to myself that I'm not going to make that money back. And this is the thing, when I make a payment, I pay for something today, and I said, I'm so grateful that everything that I pay out, I get back tenfold. Everything I get back out, I get back tenfold. I say it all the time. I'm so grateful I get to pay these bills for the electricity and the gas and the energy that I get, for the clean water, for the waste water. Like, your shit has got to go somewhere and something's got to happen to that shit. You got to pay for it. We're not in a third, just be grateful for that shit. We get to pay for that. So I feel just grateful for the fact that money comes in and money goes out, and money is just happy to be here. It's just wants to be near me, and it comes in and it just responds to the fact that I give out, and I give so much, and then it comes in and it goes out and it comes in and it goes out. It's like the sea. It's just beautiful, happy, round, little cute puppies or children that move like the sea. See, I knew it's going to be silly, but I really like the investment bubbles, like blow up a golden bubble, pop, when you paid it off. I hope that you enjoyed my little money visualization, how I see money and how I look after it. If you've got any questions about that, please ask. I would love to answer your questions. I love talking about money. It's just not in like the pillars. When you get into my world with my training, like inside the Vivid Business Club, we talk about money. Inside Client Work Dream Team, we talk about money. But in my like marketing pillars, I talk about business tools, productivity, and mindset. If I said money as well, it wouldn't fit on my Instagram bio. Right, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. I wanted to give you a heads up that I've got a free masterclass next Tuesday at 12 o'clock. There's going to be no replay. You can buy the replay once it's done, and the profits are going to go to Winston's Wish, but there's going to be no replay. It's going to be a live experience. So the link to sign up is below. It's going to be how to increase your productivity, of course, with great, beautiful things. And if you've come to one of my productivity masterclasses before, this one is a little bit different. All right, speak to you soon. Have a great day.